Tony is on the line in Illinois. Hi, Tony. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave. How are you, sir?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Fantastic. Let me start by saying thank you for taking my call. My wife and I were looking at ourselves in a really tough financial spot. We made some really stupid decisions financially, and when I got fed up with it, I went to my aunt, who was also my godmother, and I was looking for any tools I could find to fix our problem, and she loaned me your Total Money Makeover. And my wife and I are raving, and we're gazelle intense, and we're ready. And so we saved $1,000, and we made the really tough decision for my wife to go back to work after being a stay-at-home mom for 5 years, taking care of our two boys. And so now that she's back at work, and we have the snowball effect in full action here. She is eligible for a car package at work, which will give us $500 a month, including a gas card and paid full car insurance with her job. But that means she has to trade in her old car that's paid off in order to get a car that's 10 years old or newer, and we have to take on potentially a car payment. So I wanted to see what answers I got to give you to find out, how we got to handle this. How do we got to take this on?
Okay. We're not taking on a car payment under any circumstances.
Okay.
So that means we're not doing this right now. Because, and the downside of this is if she doesn't work there anymore and you took out a car payment that was supposed to be paid by this car package, she didn't get the car package anymore, you still got the car payment.
Right.
And so she quits or gets fired or changes jobs or whatever. Things happen. So, no, we're not taking out a car payment based on a car allowance ever. And I certainly wouldn't do it here. Now, so she has a car and she can get back and forth to work.
Correct.
And what does she make?
She makes $45,000 a year.
Okay. And what do you make?
$55,000.
Okay. So we have $100,000 household income. And how much debt do you have, not counting your home?
We are renting, including the other car, which has got $10,000 left on it. We have a total of about $15,000 in debt.
Okay. All right. And so how quickly, making $100,000 a year, will you have $15,000 paid off?
About 3 months. We can probably net $3,500 a month with our new income after our bills are paid.
How long after that does she plan to work?
Indefinitely. We plan to make it a career, and once we get to that step, we're both going to jump on that 15% of our income for our 401k. So we're excited about that step when it comes.
Okay, so the idea of her being home with the boys is on hold.
Yes, my mom is watching our boys while we both work now.
Mm-hmm. And so this is a permanent decision, not a temporary decision to get out of debt.
Yes, until my youngest is in full-time school, that's a decision.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So you're debt-free in 3 months. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the next step is to build the emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. And then what is her current car worth?
Her current car is probably worth $2,000 or $3,000 at the most.
Okay. And they want you to buy a 2-year-old or newer car. And what was the other stipulation on it? Or 2-year-old or newer car?
10 years old or newer.
Oh, 10 years old or newer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And what was the other stipulation? Anything?
No, that's it. With our tax return coming in soon, we're getting about $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we could use that definitely towards a car.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you're already out of debt before that, yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean, 8,000 and 3,000, 8,000 and 3,000 is 11,000. You have to have your emergency fund. And so here, let me back up. Okay, what would I do? I would get out of debt. I would build the emergency fund, and then I would save to move up in car beyond the emergency fund. Buying a car is not an emergency, and you would not upgrade in your case. So I would not upgrade a car, which is not an emergency, until after you have your emergency fund in place and you're debt free. So when your tax return comes in, it's probably not going to the car. It's probably going to the emergency fund.
Right.
Okay, then we're going to use the fact that we have no payments in the world, a newfound control over money called a budget, this unity, this doubling of income because she's gone back to work, all of these blessings that are in your life mathematically to build up some money and go pay cash for a car and move up in car. My guess is about September she's going to be buying a $12,000-$14,000 car you pay cash for with a $3,000 trade.
That's the idea.
And that right. and then you can take the car package. But we're not going into debt to get the car package.
Right.
Too many downsides. Plus, you kind of have to make this decision. Is I or isn't I? You know, am I going to live the old way or the new way? Because there's kind of no middle ground. The ish thing just doesn't work, you know?
And that's why I feel conflicted. I'm looking for all the tools I can.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, well, the conflicted feeling was accurate because you were, getting ready to go perpendicular to the new things you were learning. So, well done, sir. Well done. You guys are in the hot of it, man. You're fighting it, scratching, clawing.
We're ready.
You got a game plan.
We're ready. I can't wait.
So I think you're going to be out of debt in 3 months. You're going to use your tax return, adjust your W-4 so that doesn't happen again. You're going to use your tax return to build up that emergency fund. Then you're going to start saving for a car probably around September. $3,000 trade-in because it won't go down in value much between now and then. And about a $10,000 cash above your emergency fund with that puts her in a $13,000, $14,000 car. All that. And that's the plan. So well done. That's cool. I like that a lot.